Radhe Radhe. On the topic of the nature of God and soul relationship, I initially explained that the word sambandha, literally translated as relationship, but in Sanskrit, this word sambandh has a very specific meaning, and that is complete relationship. Another way of describing it, eternal relationship. So on the basis of this meaning / definition, I shed light on the nature of relationships in the world. In essence, all relationships in the world are transient, short-lived, fleeting, and even for the time that we do have a relationship with anyone in the world, it is centered around selfishness. We as individuals, we aspire, our desire is to fulfill our own self-interest with the aim of receiving, with the aim of making ourselves happy. So everything that we do, every action that we perform, every thought that crosses our mind is centered around our own happiness and not the happiness of anyone else. And even for as long as we do have a relationship or we have people in the world whom we feel related to, even if these people were to live for an extended time, say 100 years in a single family, everyone in the family lived for 100 years or maybe longer. But eventually, everyone at the end of their life will go to their own respective destination or receive their next birth based on the karmas or the actions that they performed. So even if people have been together, even peacefully, in harmony, even so, these relationships are still transient. They're still limited for a limited time and not eternal. So these are mortal relationships, not immortal. Now, so anyway, one thing is confirmed, that all relationships in the world are simply limited. With that said, the only true relationship that an individual soul can have is with God. Once Bhagwan Sri Ram, he gave a lecture in Ayodhya. एक बार रघुनाथ बुलाए, गुरु द्विज पुरवासी सब आए. Everyone in Ayodhya went to listen to the lecture. त्याग ही कर्म शुभा शुभदायक, भजहि मोहि सुर नर मुनि नायक. So Bhagwan Ram said, I am your only true relative, not your physical mother, father, children, wife, and husband. Truth be told, these people are bent on depriving anyone in the family if they are inclined towards spirituality. If someone in the family starts walking in the direction of God, the rest of the family becomes indignant. Oh my gosh, what's going on? What's happening? Oh God, he's chanting Radhe Radhe. Hold on. But You yourself sent him to the ashram, did you not? Well, I did, but that is no reason to chant Radhe Radhe all the time, like day and night. It's all right if he chants like in his mind. Now, the rest of the family, sister, brother, parents, and everyone are after him. They're all after him. He doesn't even, poor soul, doesn't even get to have the freedom to practice devotion to God. And even beyond that, the family says, well, if he doesn't stop chanting, then let us go to his guru and fix him. But again, what can the Guruji do? What has he done after all? He has only disclosed the knowledge of the Vedas and Vedic scriptures. To accept the knowledge is up to the individual after all. If it were up to the Guru, he would have transported the entire world to the divine abode, Golok. But that is not the case. So, in reality, how can family members be considered well-wishers? In fact, the bitter truth is that they are not our well-wishers. In fact, they are not favorable. As Tulsidas ji said to Meera, Tajiye tahi koti bairi sam yadyapi param sanehi jaki priya na ram vaidehi. Renounce even those, even if they are near and dear to you, if they do not have love for Ram and Sita. So the worldly people do not know where happiness actually truly lies. How can they give us happiness? How can a blind man show the path to another blind man? This is easy to understand. The relationship we have with God is without a beginning and without an end. Why? Because we are His fractions. Mamaivansho jivaloke jivabhutah sanatanah chinmatram shri hareransham. We are a fraction of God. We are His children also, as it is stated in the Vedas, Amritasya Vaiputraha. Not only are we His children, but Eko Havai Devo Narayano Mata Pita Bhrata Nivasah Sharanam Suhrit Gatihi. The Vedas are saying that God alone is our all in all. He alone, not He also. We are the soul, remember? This is the very basic knowledge. I am the soul, not the body. When we accept this, then who is mother, who is father, who is brother, who is sister, who is wife, who is anyone to us in the world? All these people are related to the body, not to us, the soul. So, to conclude, the relationship of God and soul, it was, it is, it will be forever, because it is eternal. It was, it always existed, it exists even now, and it will forever exist. And because God is eternally blissful, only God alone can bestow that happiness that we have eternally sought. And so through all of our endeavors, through all of our interactions, through all of our relationships, we are, again and again, we are being pointed in that direction of where it lies. And it lies in God alone. So our true relationship is only with God. The question now is, how can we reach that God? What is that path that will take us to God? And how are we to tread that path? What is the practice that we have to perform in order to develop and establish a relationship with that God, whom we have turned away from since eternity? So these questions will be answered in my upcoming talks. This is the last of the on the topic of the nature of God and soul relationship. Shrimat Sadguru Sarkar Ki Jai, Shrimat Yugal Sarkar Ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.